Some people ask, is the glass half empty or is the glass half full? A better question, how did the glass get there in the first place? Why is it overflowing and spilling over every surface of the house? Anyway, enough about politics. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. It has been a while. And I do not have internet. And I have a new computer. And I'm just testing it out because why not? So I did get a new System 76 desktop and it has an NVIDIA 5070 Ti in it. I just wanted to see how this was gonna go. So here we are. No internet plus powerful computer equals this. So anyway, this is Coaster Tycoon. Well, the open sourced version of it, which is basically the same game. Anyway, I know a lot of you guys weren't expecting this, and neither was I, but here we are. So, basically, the way the game works is you just bought a theme park, and you're supposed to build that theme park. Surprise. And there are some challenges that you have to get. So I guess I'll go ahead and read that off to you. Deep in the forest, build a thriving theme park in a large, cleared area. So that's kind of misleading. You don't actually have to clear the area. I know nobody probably thought that was the thing that you had to do, but anyway. Your objective, should you choose to accept it, to have at least 250 guests in your park at the end of October, year Juan, with a park rating of at least 600. So, here's the park rating. You can also see it at the bottom left, and the amount of guests you have. This is just a menu. You can always come back to it, but we're not going to. Probably not, at least. So we can rename our park. So that's what I'm gonna do. And I hope somebody gets this reference. I seriously doubt anybody's gonna get this, but I don't know. Crazier things have happened. So this is the admission price. I have stopped time, so if anybody's wondering, like, oh, time is passing, we're almost in October, no. There's like a little time controls here, but anyway. So I do want to make this, let's make it $5. You'll see why only $5 later. Normally, if you don't set the price to the entrance of the park, it's gonna charge for the rides, which is not a thing that I like to do. I prefer building the rides and just charging the entrance, like free rides. And that's it. I think more people tend to go to your park when you do that. But anyway, I guess that's pretty much it. We're probably ready to start building. You do want to go into this with a strategy. I typically do. So typically these are the types of rides. What is this? Gentle ride? The gentle rides are typically what most people are going to go on. People do go on the roller coasters, but these are more attractive rides to people for some reason. I don't know. That one and then the new transport rides. The transport rides for some reason are just really popular with people. Anyway, these kind of too a little bit. Anyway, let's get right into building things. So we do need time to start going once we play, like, for us to like actually build things. And I think the way I want to build things is I want to have these gentle rides towards the front and have the roller coasters towards the back. It just goes back to what I was saying about having a strategy. And that is my strategy. So let's go ahead and start time. And let's start with a wheel of Ferris Bueller. And gosh, where do I want to put this thing? I hate deciding where to put these because it kind of sucks. Like the parks are never a perfect grid unless you make them that way, but I'll get into that later. I'm just gonna put that there. You'll see why later. I'm gonna put the exit here. And okay, so that's free, perfect. We do want the rides to be free. I think I mentioned that. I'm pretty sure I did. And we're gonna have this go there. We're not gonna connect it just yet. Let's go ahead and build the Haunted Mansion from. Can I say Disneyland? Probably. Disneyland's not gonna come after me, right? They don't come after people. That's not a thing Disneyland does. They never engage in lawsuits, right? Okay, so you might notice there's different kinds of paths. This path with the bar um, is pretty great because people actually get in line when you have those. If I were to just have like a stone path or whatever, just like a regular footpath, nobody's actually gonna wait for the ride. It's just gonna be random chance, like whoever decides to go in, and it's honestly kind of not worth it. So always put these, don't make them too long because then, people throw a fit or something. I guess we could put this one just like right here-ish, maybe. Why not? Put the entrance here. You might be wondering why I'm putting the entrance on this side. It's just so I can have a decent sized footpath. Not footpath, line path, I guess. That looks okay, I guess. I'm not super proud about that. And the cool thing, so I'm using OpenRCT2, which is basically just Roller Coaster Tycoon with Roller Coaster Tycoon 2 bundled up. I do own the games, in case anybody's like, "Ooh, piracy." But even if I didn't, I don't care. I really don't care if you pirate this game. Should I put this here? Why not? Why not? Terrible place to put it, honestly. Yeah, that was actually a terrible place to put it. One of the worst places I could have put it. But you know what? It's there. And there's no going back right now. Because I say so. Alright, so we have all the gentle rides. One thing we absolutely need is a bathroom. We're going to put the bathroom right there. We're going to put drinks here. And ice cream here. And a burger place. So this is actually a strategy. You want to put the food in places where people have to pass by, where they have to see it. So I'm going to go ahead and put this. Let's turn this. There we go. Because I'm going to make this footpath go this way. I know it's a really weird setup. Honestly, it's terrible. I know I said I was going into this with the strategy, but you're probably like wondering, where's the strategy? And you know what? You'd be right. There is no strategy here. It's honestly like terrible. One thing that's pretty cool about this game is you can put rides on top of things. I like doing this to save space, but sometimes it actually does the opposite. and saves 0 space. So I'm not going to do that with this thing, even though I probably could. Probably could get away with it, but I'm not going to. Yeah, I went into this with a terrible strategy. Terrible, terrible strategy. But that's okay. As one of my heroes would say, it's just a happy accident. High five if you know who I'm talking about. And this is fine. We're probably going to be getting more things to put there, so that's quite all right. So I guess I could show you guys what it's like to put something up top. Probably going to shoot myself in the foot by doing this, but that's okay. So it's honestly pretty strange the way you have to do the footpaths when you do this way, but I'm super experienced with this. I'm so good at it. People are going to be like, wow, you're so good at helping us walk to things. And watch, you ready for this? All right, there we go. So you may be wondering, why not put something here? Well, I'm glad you asked. I don't know what it is about this game, but people tend to freak out. Like your guests tend to freak out whenever there's 4 tiles of walkway. They sometimes go around in a circle, and it's really weird. So I guess we can open the park while we're building things. And we do need a handyman. I'm not sure why this guy's called a handyman. They're more like janitors. This is more of a handyman, the mechanic. Let's open all the rides. And we do need a security guard. Let's put 2, and maybe 1 entertainer. Let's put the furry out there. I guess while we're here, let's go ahead and give the janitors some names. Alright, so janitor 2 is going to be Juan. Let's see. Mechanic 1 is going to be Greg. Entertainer 1. Oh, dude, we didn't get a furry. We got a... What is that? I have no idea. Wait, does it say? Alright, so staff member. Jim. Super interesting names here. Security guard 1. There we go. Security guard 2. I don't know if that's how you spell Francis. But... Alright, and the handyman, the janitor. Geez, what's a super stereotypical name? Not super stereotypical, but that was the name of one of my janitors in elementary school. I just doxed myself. I hate that I used that word. Anyway, let's keep going here. I'm gonna save this for later. You'll see why. So I guess all that leaves is water rides and roller coasters themselves. So I guess we could start building one of those. Crazy Caterpillar is a pretty good one. I don't really see this one. Like, I don't really use this one. This is more of a later game one. I think it just comes included with OpenRCT. Vehicle design unavailable. Ride performance may be affected. Okay, I'm just gonna go with Crazy Caterpillar. Tried and true. Alright, so the baby rides are going to be here. By baby rides, I mean baby roller coasters. Later on, we're going to be getting some, like, stupid cool roller coasters. For now, we have Crazy Caterpillar. Is that lifted a little bit too far? Yeah, it's lifted a little bit. That's fine. I don't know. I think people like vertical... I don't know. That's one thing. So I used to be a chef, and we got a Ferris wheel. Nice. For some reason, people really liked height in, like, with their food. What I mean by that is, like, whenever you stack things, for some reason, people really enjoyed that. Not sure why. Just can't explain it. Alright, so that is now not in testing. That is now open. And let's just make sure that's free. It is. And we're doing okay. So our money is not, though. Which is fine. One thing that we can do is actually... not that. Actually, is it that? It isn't. Let's go to our cash. The Cash App. Sponsor. So let me just go ahead and take you through this. This is how much we have out on our loan. We took out a $10,000 loan. We do have to pay it back every month, along with research, along with staff wages, along with landscaping, that's the trees that we remove, along with rad construction. So all of this adds up. So the more you pay this off, the better. One thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and turn the research down a little bit to minimum, so it's just 100, so it doesn't destroy our wallet. Especially, like, at the beginning, it can be very crucial to not destroy the wallet. Money is always good in this game. Let me take you to the marketing campaigns. So, we have a couple. This does actually work. You do get a better turnout if you do these, so it's always worth doing them. Just don't go crazy, because like if you try to stack them, it's kind of more of a toss-up there. So what I'm gonna do, actually, how long have I been recording? 18 minutes. Okay. So I don't know how I'm gonna space these out. I might record just a little bit longer than start a new episode. I don't know how many episodes I'm gonna even do, but anyway, let's do advertising campaign for the park is really good. It's probably the best one. It says $350 per week. I don't know if we can afford that. These aren't gonna work because they're free entry to the park. Or maybe free entry to the park would work. Free rides, they're all free. So really, just an advertising campaign for the park or a particular ride would be best. Should I do this now? We are getting more guests. Our cash just plummeted. We started with... I think we started with 10,000, right? No idea. From the looks of it, not a whole lot of people are here. So we probably should advertise the park. At the same time, though, we do need to build more rides. See, that's the give and take of this game. Like, money's always an issue. So what we can do is increase the park entrance fee to $10. And the more rides you construct, the better. Oh, we got the Ferris wheel. Forgot about that. let's go ahead and just, gosh, where do I want to put this? Ugh, I hate this park already. I would not want to come to Hyperland. Oh gosh, this is such a terrible park. Just don't even come here, guys. So bad. So bad. Ugh, I am not proud of myself. And my screen just blacked. Yeah, it's fine again. It's fine now. We're good. Let's open that up. Alright, so what's next? One thing you can do, and I'm gonna show you right now, is we're gonna take Juan. And Juan was almost there, actually. But Juan can actually clean that up. We do also need some shares. Let's put these there. You definitely want to put some shares all over the place. Along with trash cans. You do want to put some trash cans too. One thing people don't really care about is lighting. So you don't really need these. I mean, they're nice, but nobody cares. Just gonna put those there. And we're not doing terribly. We're not doing great either. Juan, come with me. Clean that up. Might need to hire some more people. Let's hire another dude. Call him. Jorge. There we go. So aside from renaming the dudes, you can also rename the rides. So, gosh, what are we gonna rename the Ferris wheel? Bueller. I think earlier I called this a Ferris wheel. But yeah. Alright, so what's next? I guess we just wait for... We wait for our research, right? Should I fund more? I should... Let's do normal funding. Yeah, like, I mean, it's just better to do normal, even though it saves more money to do limited. Everything in this game is give and take, though. Let's put another bathroom. Let's open it up. So one thing that's pretty funny that you can do is you can actually check how much money each person has. And right before they go into something, hike up the price all the way. And sometimes, like if you have good timing, they'll just pay it, walk right in, waste all their money, and you just stole from them. I don't recommend this because they do tend to leave unhappy and makes your rating go down, but just a fun, well, funny little fact. Better than writing for long. Alright, so, I think we're gonna leave it off there, and next time on Roller Coaster Tycoon, I think what we're gonna do is probably build the monorail, not the monorail, the thing, that thing, or some, I don't know, we'll figure it out. See you guys next time.